Nicole Kidman, a name forever shimmering in the spotlight of Hollywood's golden world. Her breathtaking performances have touched millions across the globe. Yet beyond the red carpets and camera flashes hides a journey far deeper than fame. Behind that graceful smile and soft-spoken charm lies a story of struggle, heartbreak, and unspoken truths. Her marriage to Tom Cruise once dominated every headline, but the real story, the secrets buried beneath that glamorous union, have rarely been told. Today, we uncover the unseen chapters of her life, the ones that reveal the pain, the mystery, and the woman behind the stardom. The love that once captivated the world between Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise carried with it untold sorrows, from silent heartbreaks to the tragedies that shaped her forever. Born on June 20th, 1967, Nicole Kidman entered the world as the shining hope of the Kidman family. Her father, Dr. Anthony David Kidman, a passionate biochemist and psychologist, was deeply committed to his research in Washington, D.C. Her mother, Janelle Ann, a nurse and editor, was the steady force behind the family's strength. Even in childhood, adventure and curiosity seemed to pulse through Nicole's veins. When she was only 4, her family left the sun-kissed beaches of Hawaii and returned to their homeland, Australia, a move that changed everything. Her father had accepted a position to teach at the University of Technology in Sydney, and that decision quietly set the stage for Nicole's destiny. From a dreamy Hawaiian childhood to the quiet streets of Lane Cove, young Nicole began her journey through a modest public school, carrying within her a spark that refused to dim. With her delicate looks and natural flair for performing, Nicole quickly found herself drawn to the arts. Ballet became her first passion, a discipline that demanded grace, control, and emotion, all traits that would later define her as an actress. Encouraged by her loving parents, she joined the Australian Youth Theatre, where she discovered her gift for transformation, the magic of stepping into another person's story. But life, as always, tested her strength early. When her mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, Nicole put her dreams on hold and dedicated every moment to her family. She left school, choosing compassion over ambition, nursing her mother back to health. That experience carved resilience into her soul, a quiet strength that never left her. After years of care and sacrifice, Nicole slowly returned to the stage, performing in plays at the Phillip Street Theatre while rekindling her love for ballet. Those performances were more than art, they were healing, each role a piece of her rebirth. From that little suburb in Lane Cove, the world began to notice a young woman with extraordinary presence. Her passion, her persistence, and her undeniable talent were signs of what was to come: the rise of Nicole Kidman, the woman who would one day rule Hollywood. Afternoons spent running through the quiet streets of Sydney's North Shore, or attending Sunday Mass with her sister Antonia at Mary MacKillop Church, remain some of Nicole Kidman's most cherished memories. These gentle moments of innocence stayed in her heart long after the fame arrived. Her story on screen began in 1983, a year that would unknowingly mark the beginning of a remarkable journey. At just 15, Nicole appeared briefly in Pat Wilson's music video Bop Girl. It wasn't a major debut, but that short clip carried a spark that caught the industry's attention. The young red-haired girl with radiant charm and effortless grace had something magnetic about her. No one could have imagined then that this teenager from Sydney would one day stand among Hollywood's greatest. That same year, Nicole got her first taste of acting in the television series 5 Mile Creek. Though her role was small, her presence on screen was undeniable. It was the start of something extraordinary, the slow build of a star. Invitations soon began pouring in from local film and TV producers eager to capture her authenticity. Nicole took every opportunity that came her way, transforming each role into a stepping stone toward her dreams. Films like BMX Bandits, a fast-paced youth adventure, and Bush Christmas, a beloved Australian holiday tale, showcased her ability to blend emotion with energy. These projects might not have been international blockbusters, but they became vital chapters in her artistic growth. Each performance refined her instincts and deepened her emotional reach. In dramas like A Country Practice and the 1986 miniseries Vietnam, she revealed maturity far beyond her years. Viewers saw a new side of her, no longer the teenage beginner, but an actress capable of carrying real emotional weight. By the late 1980s, Nicole's name had become familiar to Australian audiences. Appearances in Emerald City, 1988, and Bangkok Hilton, 1989, further showcased her evolution. Even when she wasn't the lead, her subtle expressions and the intensity in her eyes commanded attention. Critics began to sense that she was destined for more. Then came the turning point that changed everything. In 1989, Nicole Kidman took on the leading role in Dead Calm. As Ray Ingram, a woman stranded at sea with a dangerous killer, she delivered a performance that stunned audiences worldwide. The tension, the fear, the raw strength, and it was all real. Critics praised her depth and control. Variety called her performance powerful, layered, and unforgettable. Even the legendary Roger Ebert admired the electric chemistry between Nicole and co-star Billy Zane, describing their scenes as quiet storms of emotion. The following year, in 1990, Nicole received an offer that would forever alter the course of her life to star alongside Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder. She played Dr. Claire Lewicki, a racing specialist who becomes entangled in both danger and love. Though the film wasn't a massive hit, it was Nicole's ticket to Hollywood and the beginning of a relationship that would dominate global headlines. Soon after, the pair reunited in the sweeping romantic epic Far and Away, 1992, portraying immigrants chasing the American dream. For Nicole, it was no longer about proving herself, it was about showing the world she had truly arrived. But life had more surprises waiting twists that no one could have predicted. And do you know what that surprise was? It was love, the kind that seemed destined to happen under the Hollywood lights. On the set of Days of Thunder, a spark ignited between two rising stars. The connection between Tom Cruise, the confident, magnetic superstar, and Nicole Kidman, the elegant young actress from Australia, felt almost cinematic. Their chemistry wasn't just on screen, it was real, powerful, and impossible to ignore. Hollywood, always hungry for a perfect love story, had just found one. Nicole's career was only beginning to bloom, but beside Tom, she suddenly became the center of attention, the woman the world couldn't stop talking about. On a snowy Christmas day in 1990, in the quiet town of Telluride, Colorado, the fairy tale became reality. Away from the chaos of cameras and crowds, Tom and Nicole exchanged vows in a private ceremony, surrounded by only a handful of loved ones. In that moment, they became Hollywood's golden couple, the picture of perfection. The handsome American leading man and the graceful Australian beauty seemed made for each other. Magazines couldn't get enough of them. Every photo, every appearance drew admiration and envy alike. Nicole's star, once rising slowly, now soared across the sky beside one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. The world saw glamour, fame, and love, but behind the bright smiles, real life was far more complex. Fame began testing their bond, pushing Nicole into a world where privacy was rare and every move was watched. Yet, she held her ground with quiet grace, determined not to be overshadowed by Tom's colossal fame. This period wasn't just about romance. It was also when Nicole's talent began speaking louder than ever. As she balanced marriage and career, she continued taking roles that showcased her growing range and maturity as an actress, proving that she was not just the woman beside a superstar, but a force of her own. It was during this time that audiences started to recognize something different about her, a depth in her performances, a strength in her eyes. Films like Dead Calm had already revealed her dramatic power, but now the world saw how effortlessly she could hold her own even among Hollywood giants. While the media called them the perfect couple, few realized the silent battles unfolding behind the spotlight. Nicole's journey was far from over, in fact. It was only just beginning. But life, as always, had even more surprises waiting twists that would forever change her path. Even when Nicole appeared in supporting roles, she carried a rare magnetism that drew every eye toward her. There was something enchanting in her gaze, the elegance in her movements, and the subtle power in how she brought each character to life. Then, in 1989, came the role that transformed her from a local talent into a global name. In the psychological thriller Dead Calm, Nicole portrayed Ray Ingram, a woman stranded at sea, facing terror and survival. Her gripping performance stunned critics and audiences alike. Variety praised her as brilliant, fierce, and full of quiet energy, while the legendary Roger Ebert noted the haunting chemistry between Nicole and co-star Billy Zane, describing their scenes as charged with emotion and danger. It was clear a new Hollywood star had arrived. A year later, in 1990, Nicole's destiny took another dramatic turn. She was cast opposite Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder, a high-octane racing drama where she played Dr. Claire Lewicki, a strong, intelligent woman who challenges the fearless racer's heart. Though the movie wasn't a record-breaking success, it became the launchpad that introduced Nicole to the global spotlight and to the man who would soon change her life completely. Her calm strength and effortless presence on screen caught the attention of audiences and producers across Hollywood. That same chemistry carried into real life when Nicole and Tom reunited for Far and Away, 1992, a sweeping romance about two immigrants chasing the American dream in the 19th century. Together, they became the talk of the town, a picture-perfect pair whose story felt as cinematic as the films they made. Do you know what that surprise was? It was the powerful spark that ignited between two stars destined to cross paths. On set, Tom Cruise, Hollywood's magnetic leading man, and Nicole Kidman, the elegant, red-haired beauty from Australia, created a chemistry so real it blurred the line between fiction and truth. Together, they looked like the perfect story written by fate itself. At that time, Nicole's career was just beginning to ascend, but standing beside Tom placed her under a global spotlight. She was no longer just a rising actress, she became the woman everyone adored. On a snowy Christmas day in 1990, in the serene mountain town of Telluride, Colorado, the two sealed their love in a quiet, intimate ceremony. Hollywood had found its golden couple, and the world fell in love with their story. They were the definition of glamour and passion, the ultimate Hollywood power pair. Their love seemed unbreakable, glowing brighter with time. A few years later, their family grew when they adopted two beautiful children, Isabella Jane, born in 1992, and Connor Anthony, born in 1995. Together, they built a life that felt like a dream, moving from Los Angeles to Australia, then to Colorado and New York, always together, always shining. It was a life people envied, beautiful, accomplished, and filled with love. But beneath the perfection, change was quietly on its way. Professionally, Nicole reached dazzling new heights. In 1995, she stunned audiences with her role in To Die For, where she portrayed Suzanne Stone Moretto, a woman driven by chilling ambition. Her performance was captivating and unsettling, earning her first Golden Globe and 5 other major awards. Who could have imagined that the soft-spoken girl from Sydney could transform into such a commanding, cunning force on screen? Just a few years later, in 1999, Nicole once again captured the world's attention when she starred alongside Tom Cruise in Stanley Kubrick's final masterpiece, Eyes Wide Shut. The mysterious, provocative film divided audiences but cemented Nicole's reputation as an artist unafraid to take risks. That same year, her marriage and her career both stood at a crossroads, one fading, the other rising higher than ever. By 2001, Nicole's brilliance reached a new pinnacle with Moulin Rouge, where she embodied Satine, the dazzling cabaret singer who broke hearts and defied fate. Her beauty, grace, and emotion mesmerized millions, earning her an Oscar nomination and a second Golden Globe. That same year, she took a daring turn in the psychological thriller The Others, proving that whether she sang under the spotlight or whispered in the dark, her talent had no boundaries. Yet success rarely comes without pain. During the intense filming of Moulin Rouge, in Australia, Nicole suffered a serious ankle injury, forcing her to withdraw from Panic Room, a role later taken by Jodie Foster. Still, even from afar, she left her mark, appearing briefly in a haunting phone cameo. That moment reminded everyone of her greatest gift, a presence so powerful that even her voice could leave an unforgettable echo. Nicole Kidman was no longer just a star, she had become a legend in motion, carving her name into Hollywood's golden history. Then came 2003, the year that forever defined Nicole Kidman's greatness. Her complete transformation into writer Virginia Woolf in The Hours stunned the entire world. With a prosthetic nose, haunting eyes, and a fragile yet powerful presence, Nicole vanished completely into the role. The performance wasn't just acting, it was pure art. When she stood on the Academy Awards stage and spoke about the strength of creativity in a world full of chaos, millions were moved to tears. It was the moment Nicole became more than a star, she became a symbol of artistic courage. What followed were films as daring as they were diverse: Dogville, The Human Stain, and Cold Mountain. Each was different in tone and story, but Nicole shined in all, proving she was fearless, unbound by genre or expectation. Of course, not every project found success. In 2004, The Stepford Wives received mixed reactions, yet Nicole didn't flinch. She returned stronger with Birth, a haunting and controversial drama that divided critics, but once again earned her a Golden Globe nomination. She had proven something few actors ever could, that she was willing to take risks when others played it safe. In 2005, Nicole showed her versatility again with 2 completely different films: the political thriller The Interpreter and the charming fantasy comedy Bewitched. Critics may have disagreed, but audiences never stopped adoring her. Beyond cinema, Nicole's aura reached even higher. As the face of Chanel No. 5, she starred in an elegant 3-minute film that became one of the most iconic perfume ads in history, earning her a record-breaking $71 million for just one mesmerizing glance. Soon, she was listed among Forbes' 100 most powerful celebrities and crowned the highest-paid actress in Hollywood, surpassing even Julia Roberts. But behind the glitter and success, her personal world had been quietly breaking apart. In 2001, after nearly a decade together, Nicole and Tom's marriage ended. The news shocked the world. Nicole, who was reportedly 3 months pregnant at the time, suffered a heartbreaking miscarriage soon after. Tom cited irreconcilable differences, but the real reason remained locked behind closed doors, a mystery only they would ever understand. In a 2006 interview, Nicole spoke with raw honesty, saying, "He's great. Always great. To the world, he's a superstar. To me, he's just Tom and I loved him. I still love him." It was a confession that revealed the deep tenderness that lingered even after love had fallen apart. After the painful breakup, Nicole found herself under the blinding light of constant media attention. Rumors of new romances flooded every headline, especially during the making of Cold Mountain in 2003. But what many missed was that behind every glamorous photo and whispered rumor stood a woman quietly rebuilding her life one role. One step, one act of resilience at a time. The film was a massive success, but with fame came the storm. Suddenly, whispers began swirling through Hollywood. Rumors that Nicole and her Cold Mountain co-star, Jude Law, were secretly in love. Tabloids claimed the affair even shook Jude's marriage. But Nicole and Jude? They brushed it off effortlessly like autumn leaves carried away by the wind. And true to her spirit, Nicole didn't just let it slide, she took the British press to court for fabricating lies. When she won, she donated every penny of the compensation to a Romanian orphanage. A quiet act of grace, classy, powerful, pure Nicole Kidman. But the gossip didn't end there. Soon, she was spotted having dinner with Jim Carrey, and once again, headlines exploded. Were they together? Nicole smiled and answered calmly, "We're just good friends." Yet the cameras kept chasing, the flashes kept following. Then came the Oscars, where her name was suddenly linked to Adrien Brody, the charming, Oscar-winning actor who had stolen hearts around the world. Every lens turned toward her. Every eye followed her. Nicole Kidman had become something beyond an actress. She was now a mystery wrapped in elegance, a woman the world couldn't stop wondering about. And then, destiny made its entrance. In 2003, amidst all the noise, Nicole met Lenny Kravitz, the rock legend with a soulful heart and a quiet intensity that matched her own. Their romance was brief, but it was real, a spark that glowed softly through 2004. Years later, Nicole would quietly reveal a secret that stunned fans. Before meeting her husband, she had once been secretly engaged. To whom, she never said. It remains one of Hollywood's best-kept secrets, another layer to the enigma that is Nicole Kidman. Then came the turning point, the moment that changed everything. January 2005. At the Australian Artist Honours in Los Angeles, Nicole crossed paths with country music star Keith Urban. He had the charm of a Southern poet and the heart of a gentleman. Their connection was instant, two souls finding calm after years of chaos. 1 year later, on June 25, 2006, under the warm candlelight of a small church in Manly, Australia, they said "I do." It wasn't just a wedding. It was peace, the kind she had been chasing all her life. After marriage, Nicole and Keith chose simplicity over spotlight. They kept their Sydney home but settled in Nashville, Tennessee, trading red carpets for quiet mornings, flashbulbs for family dinners. Away from the frenzy, Nicole finally found her balance between fame and love, between art and real life. Of course, even queens have their flaws. Nicole once admitted with a shy laugh that she still smokes a habit she knows isn't ideal. But maybe that little imperfection is what makes her feel more human, because behind the glamour and the golden lights, Nicole Kidman is still just a woman fragile, fierce, and endlessly fascinating. Now at 57, Nicole Kidman remains the definition of timeless beauty and grace. On the red carpet, she's elegance in motion. Off the stage, she's grounded, sincere, and effortlessly real. A woman who wears confidence like couture and kindness like a crown. Beyond the spotlight, Nicole pours her heart into charity, quietly proving that her true glow comes from within. Her secret? A blend of yoga, balance, clean living, and just a touch of Hollywood magic. Today, Nicole Kidman stands not just as a superstar, but as a symbol of strength, love, and resilience. A woman who walked through storms, yet came out shining brighter than ever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more cinematic and deeply inspiring journeys of icons like Nicole Kidman.